and I'm letting you know now. I will kind of list what I like for each player, but if I don't, I will definitely just say I like this batter. Um, but more times than not, everything that I'll say is not just for specific home runs. We are looking for, like I say, you can also take these batters for total bases. You can take these batters for HRR. Um, and so just don't focus yourself on one prop because there's a lot of value in different props as well. Even though the home runs are fun, they are, high risk, high reward. But we aim to, try to find the best way and the best angle to make money instead of just chasing home runs. Okay, so when you open these tabs here, we have Chicago White Sox versus the Baltimore Orioles. They're playing at Oracle Park at Camden Yards, which is in Baltimore. And today was looking like a great day. Got 89-degree weather, 6 mile per hour crosswinds, which gives us a green light for home runs at 12% plus home runs advantage in this type of weather. We got Chicago White Sox starting pitcher Sean Burke with a K9 of 9.0, ERA 3.71, FIP 4.05, and a WHIP of 1.21. We got the Arboreal Orioles starting Shane Baz with a K per 9 of 7.8, ERA 4.31, FIP 3.90, WHIP 1.38. So we'll start with Chicago bats here. And this basically tells you on here, basically tells you what hand they are, which hand they bat with. It gives the pitcher's throwing hand, which is a right-handed pitcher. And this will tell you whether that's an advantage or a disadvantage for this batter versus pitcher. Look at, as you see here, Randall Grichuk, right-handed batter versus right-handed pitcher. He's at a disadvantage there, but his numbers can also show something different as well. So just because they are the same hand batter as a same handed pitcher does not mean that they can't do anything against that pitcher. They may actually fit well and a lot better hitting against a same handed pitcher than they do against an opposite hand pitcher. Okay, so we'll start by name and just seeing what things I like here. We have Colson Montgomery. Let me see. And here's your home run percentage. Percentage of them to hit home runs in this matchup. They have their hit percentage. Percentage of them get a hit in this matchup. Total bases point 1.5% is total bases over 1.5, so 2 total bases, and their percentage of doing that in this matchup. Strikeout probability is their strikeout probability in this current matchup against this pitcher. K percent is the overall K percentage of their season totals of what their percentage is of their striking out. Um, their HR power, that's basically our power score of home runs and what we rated them as far as analytics. Total base score is the same as our H2 score. We have your slugger, you have your OPS, your ISO, and then power index versus this pitcher. So looking at this game with Chicago White Sox versus Shane Baz, we have let's see. I'm liking let's line it up like that. Miguel Vargas looks good today. Obviously, he's a hard hitter. I like Miguel Vargas. Miguel Vargas looks really good today. Um, I like Miguel Vargas. I also like Randall, Randall Grichuk today. I like Randall today. Colson Montgomery looks good. I just don't like his. I don't like his strikeouts. His strikeout probability. I really don't like his strikeouts. I tend to lean towards, now if you want to take a batter strikeout, you could with him. I mean, he's definitely going to strike out. How I feel, especially with Shane Baz. Shane Baz is a pretty good pitcher. He definitely can get some strikeouts. But as far as what I'm looking for, I tend to look for hits and total bases with a lower strikeout probability and lower K rates. So starting off, definitely I like Randall Grichuk and Miguel Vargas. Um, also I like Tristan Peters down here. Tristan Peters looks great down here. Um, Pretty low strikeout rate, low strikeout probability compared to the others. Um, Not too big on the home runs. See a low percent, not too big on the home runs, but he gives you a good hit probability, gives you a good total base probability, lower end of the strikeouts and strikeout probabilities, and then I like his slugger and his OPS, and his ISO, and his power index. So Tristan Peters, I definitely like him for hits, HRR, or total bases. Um, Either one of those, I like Tristan Peters in that spot. Um, and then also, like I said, for your power hitters, you got Randall, you got Miguel Vargas, of course. You could take those for home runs. You could take those for hits. You could take those for HR. But one that really stands out to me for the specifics of hits, total bases, and HR is Tristan Peters down here. Let me see. And I'm also looking at Andrew Benintendi too. Andrew Benintendi looks good for those props as well. So I would, and that's in this spot against Shane Baz. I would go. I would go with them. Andrew Benintendi, Tristan Peters, and of course you have your Randall and your Miguel Vargas as well. But what I'll probably take Tristan Peters for that hit, or those total bases, his total bases, and HRR. I would go with Tristan Peters for sure. Let me check something real quick. Appreciate the gift. Yeah, and it's not too bad. We can get Tristan Peters for one hit at minus 175 on the books right now. So I think that's a good spot. So again, we got Tristan Peters, Andrew Benintendi, Miguel Vargas, and Randall Grichuk. Those are I like for Chicago White Sox. And again, if y'all see anything else that you like, you can definitely take it. But those are gonna be my four. I'll try to stick down to 4 to 3 batters per team. Um, and again, if I like him for home runs, I'll mention that. So for home runs, I like Randall Grichuk or Miguel Vargas. For hits, HRR, and total bases, I like Andrew Benintendi, and I like Tristan Peters. All right, and then on to the Baltimore Orioles bats. Um, let's see. And I'll usually always line these up to from best to worst. But I don't ever sleep on the ones on the bottom because those be your sleepers. But also, Like I say, depending on what we're looking at, these ones down here may not be the home run guys, but like I say, we can always find great value in those hits, total bases, HRRs. So who I like here, looking at stats, um, someone already I like Adley Rushman. Adley Rushman down here, I like him. Again, his HR score and his HR percent isn't as high as these top guys, but I like him for hits, total bases, HRR. He's a guy. He's one that stuck out to me right now. So Adley Rushman, I like him. Um, let's see. Tara was good. Um, Another one that looks good, Blaze. Blaze Alexander. Blaze Alexander looks good. Hit, total bases, HRR. I'm feeling good. How you doing? Blaze Alexander. So we have Adley, Blaze Alexander, and then um, stay away from Colton. Even though I do like Colton, but I just don't like his spot right here. I don't like his spot right here with his K rate. Him or Jackson Holiday. His K rate against Sean Burke. Sean Burke is a strikeout pitcher, so I kind of stay away from these guys. Um, Gunnar Henderson looks pretty decent. Gunnar Henderson looks pretty decent. Um, Samuel and Pete, I mean, they're on top. They look pretty good as well. But if I had to go hits, total bases, HRRs first, I like Adley Rushman, and I like Blaze Alexander. And if I had to go for a home run guy, it would be I'd have to go Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso for the home run guy today. I like Pete Alonso for the home run guy. For hits, total bases, and HRRs, I would go with Ali Rushman and Blaze Alexander on this one. All right, and then we're moving on to Pittsburgh Pirates and the Philadelphia Phillies at Citizens Bank Park. 90 degrees. It's pretty hot out here in the East Coast today, so 90 degrees, 4 miles per hour at blowing at center field, and we have a plus 16% home run. And on the mound, we got Braxton Ashcraft, who's been really good lately. Not gonna lie, he's been real good lately. We got him at a 10K9, ERA 3.07, FIP 2.90, WHIP at 1.09. Philadelphia Phillies, we have Aaron Noya, K9 9.1, ERA 5.58, FIP 4.92, WHIP 1.45. And doing a look here, Ryan O'Hearn looks good again. He looks great. I like him. He went off yesterday, 2 home runs yesterday. He looks good again in this spot. Let's see. Brian Reynolds, he's been hot as well. Um, he hasn't been much of the home run guy lately, but I like him again for hits, total bases, HRR. I like Brian Reynolds here in this spot. And I also like see. Um, I really like. I really like. I like. I like Nick Gonzalez. Nick Gonzalez for a hit. He's been doing pretty good lately as well. He's been making contact with the ball for a good hit or two. So I really like Nick Gonzalez for a hit. I think he can hit the ball today. Nick Gonzalez looks pretty good to me for a hit. Um, Total bases, I could see it, but I like Nick Gonzalez for a hit. So if I had to pick out of Pittsburgh, I mean, for a home run, I would say Ryan O'Hearn again. I mean, you have your Brandon Lau, but I really like Ryan O'Hearn. Ryan O'Hearn, he has definitely been hot lately, and he looks good in this spot. Brandon Lau as well, obviously, but Ryan O'Hearn, I like him. Tyler Callahan, he looks decent as well. I just don't like his. I don't like his strikeouts here. I don't like his strikeouts. Just like Esmeralda Valdez, I don't like his strikeouts as well. Especially going up against Aaron Noya. I don't like the strikeouts there. So I leave those alone. So if I had to do anything, it'd be Nick Gonzalez for a hit or two. I like him for a hit. I like Brian Reynolds for a hit, total bases, or HRR. And if I had to pick a home run, it would be Ryan O'Hearn. All right, then we got the Philadelphia Phillies going up against. We got the Philadelphia Phillies going up against Braxton Ashcraft, which has been a great pitcher lately. Great pitcher lately. So, um, looking at this data, Kyle Schwarber, that's he's that guy for sure, but uh strikeouts be crazy. He's one of those batters like either he's going or he's not. And if he's not, he's striking out. But I know one thing for sure, he's gonna strike out. That's what's up with Kyle Schwarber. He'll hit a home run, and that's really his style. It's like hit the ball hard and out the park, or strike out, or hit the ball out the park and strike out. So that's up to you guys. I just tend to stay away from Kyle Schwarber. One because his 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 lines don't be that much, and then like I say, you're worried about his strikeouts too. So I'll stay away from him. Um, if anything, Bryce Harper, he's been hot. With a lower K rate here. So I mean, obviously, against Braxton Ashcraft, it might be kind of tough, but Bryce Harper definitely looks good here for a home run. Also total bases are a hit, so you can always take them for those two as well. Someone else I like for the Phillies. It actually honestly looks like Pittsburgh is gonna do way better than Phillies is gonna do against Ashcraft. Like, I don't really want to say who's gonna win, but in my personal opinion, who would win today would probably be the Pirates. Not gonna lie, but I like the Pirates though, so I'm kind of on that side there. But some of the Phillies that I like, and again, I said my home run would be Bryce Harper, so my hits, HRs, total bases. I'm looking at let's see. Uh, Bryson Ashcraft might have he might have a really good day. He might have a real good night tonight. Not gonna lie. Um, well, if I had to go with anybody for hit, total bases, and HRR, I like Edmundo Sosa. I like Edmundo Sosa right here, and I also like Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh looks pretty well too. So if I had to do home run, it'll be Bryce Harper. For hits, HR, total bases, I'm looking at Brandon Marsh and Edmundo Sosa. Those are what I like from what I can see on this Philadelphia side. That's what I can see. Bryce Harper hit hard, can get the home run. Brandon Marsh and Edmundo Sosa. I like those. That's what I like. That's what I like there. So moving on to the Detroit Tigers and New York Yankees. We got it's some good weather for baseball today. So we have 82 degrees, 9 miles per hour out to center field with a plus 14% home run in that weather. On the mound for Detroit, we got Casey Mize with a 9.0 K9, 2.95 ERA, FIP 2.84 with a whip of 1.07. New York, we have Ryan Weathers with a K9 of 9.9, ERA 3.95, FIP 4.24, and whip with a 1.14. And looking at the Detroit Tigers bats against Ryan Weathers, Dylan Dingler, he has been like the biggest sell for me. Like he'll be hot, and then soon as it always happens, you know how he's taught, but as soon as I pick him, dude can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, looking at it, you see he looks great. He looks great on every aspect. But his strikeout probability in this matchup is pretty high still, and he definitely can strike out. Um, but he's definitely been on the heater though. So I mean, against Ryan Weathers, I say, let's see if I can find something else. Let's see. Cause these Tigers batters are like iffy. You know what I'm saying? But somebody that really does well that I like a lot to take for hits, total bases, and HRR. Kevin McGonigal. He really don't fail me. You know what I'm saying? He's almost like it's like almost guaranteed he gets a hit every time. Nothing's guaranteed obviously, but I'm gonna have to start off with Kevin McGonigal. Getting a hit or total bases or an HRRs. So I would go with Kevin McGonigal first and foremost. Like I said, he's not the biggest home run guy at all. He's not the biggest home run guy at all. But um, for the purpose of a hit or some total bases or HRR, I definitely go with Kevin McGonigal. Um, let's see. Let's see. Uh, these strikeouts. Ryan Weathers gonna have a few strikeouts tomorrow. I mean today. Let's see. I like Colt Keith as well. for hits, total bases. Yeah, Colt Keith, he's in a good spot as well. I like Colt Keith. So I'll take Colt Keith for hits, total bases, HRR as well. Colt Keith is a good spot. And then from the looks of it, for the home run guy, I'm gonna have to go with Dylan Dingler today. Dylan Dingler looks like he's in a good spot. It's good weather. Um, so I believe he'll probably get a strikeout or two, but with the look here, I think Dylan Dingler can do it. So I'll take Dylan Dingler for the home run shot, and I would look at Kevin McGonigal and Colt Keith for your hit, total bases, or HRRs on Detroit. Going to the Yankees, we got Yankees against Casey Mize and Ben Rice. He always looks solid for sure. Um, let's see. Jazz Chisholm, he sold me last night getting ejected. I don't know what was going on with him. He always got something going on. But let's see. Let's see. Cody. Cody Bellinger. He's been kind of in a slump lately, but he looks really good right here though. I like Cody for a hit, HR, total bases today. Cody Bellinger looks pretty good today. Looks better than a lot of the days that I picked him and seen him. So I like Cody Bellinger here for hit, total bases, HR. I like him. Um, I like Paul Goldschmidt. Yeah, I like Paul Goldschmidt for all three of those, and also can hit a home run as well. I like Paul Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt for a home run and hit, total bases, or HRR. But he looks good for that home run shot. If I want to call a home run shot, Paul Goldschmidt looks good for that home run shot today. Yeah, he looks good for the home run shot today. And then if I had to pick one more for a hit, total bases, HRR, I would go for I probably have to do. I probably have to say Ahmed Rosario. Ahmed Rosario. Yeah, I would say Ahmed Rosario. So Paul Goldschmidt for the home run shot. Ahmed Rosario and Cody Bellinger for your hits, total bases, HRR. That'll be the ones I'm looking at for in this spot. Yeah, that'll be the ones for those. Then we got New York Mets versus the Toronto Blue Jays at Rogers Center. 76-mile-an-hour wind, 76 degrees, 7 mile per hour crosswinds with a plus 2% HR. We got New York Mets with Sean Manaea on the mound, K9 9.4, ERA 4.87, FIP 3.75, WHIP 1.41. Toronto Blue Jays, Trey Savage with a K9 of 8.6, ERA 3.56, FIP 3.86, WHIP 1.87. Juan Soto, yeah, Juan Soto probably is that guy for sure. he probably is that guy today for sure. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I believe he's due. You know, Juan Soto, I seen him selling a couple of people lately, so today might be his day. But I can't go against the data, and Juan Soto definitely looks good right now. So I would off top take him for my home run shot. And I like Juan Soto, but I can't just be biased about it. But looking at the data here, Juan Soto definitely is a go-to. So I go Juan Soto for the home run shot, and for my hits, total bases, HRR, I'd have to go with um, I'd have to go with Boba Shet down here. I'd have to go with Boba Shet. Yeah, Boba Shet down here. And probably probably Carson Bench. So that'd be the three for that. So Juan Soto for the home run, Carson Bench for the hits, total bases or HRR, and Boba Shet. So Boba Shet, Carson Bench, and Juan Soto for that home run shot. And then the Toronto Blue Jays batters. I really don't like them. Not, I really don't like them at all, actually. Um, but if we had to pick somebody, it really doesn't look too good if you ask me. Um, well, somebody I do like for hits, total bases, HR would be Ernie Clement. I do like him. I do like him in this spot. Um, I mean, Sean Manea, he gonna have some strikeouts tomorrow too. I'm not gonna lie, he's gonna have some strikeouts. Um, but I like Ernie Clement for the hits, HR, total bases. I also like Nathan Luke's down here too as well. Nathan Luke's hits, total bases, HR. I like him down here. Really for the hits and the HR. So I like Nathan Luke's down here. And if I had to take a home run shot, I really feel like, I mean, it would have to be Kazuma Akamoto, but his K rate is just crazy to me. So I mean, it'd have to be the home run shot, but it's like he might just strike out as well. So, but that'll be the HR shot, at least for that. But you know, for my safer routes for the hits hits HRR and for the hits HRR and total bases, I have to go with Ernie Clement and Nathan Lukes for this spot. Uh, we can skip around. You said White Sox and Marlins. We're not playing the oh you want well White Sox is playing the Orioles. White Sox, Brewers, and Marlins. All right, and that's that. Moving on to the next game, we got Texas Rangers at Cleveland Guardians. We got a 87-degree weather, 7 miles per hour, and from center field with a plus 4% home run. In this game, we got Texas Rangers with Tyler Alexander, K9, 7.1, ERA 2.62, FIP 3.40, with a whip of 1.31. Cleveland Guardians are starting Parker Messick with a K9 of 9.6, ERA 2.67, FIP 3.22 with a whip of 1.05. And who I like here, let me see what it looks like. Uh, Justin Foscue, I've been chasing him for the longest time. I think he hit one the other day. Um, and he looks good again here today. So he definitely can smack it. I ain't gonna lie. Justin Foscue has definitely been on my radar. And so today, I definitely would take him today for the HR shot. For that home run shot, I like Justin Foscue in this spot. He looks really good. Um, so that's my HR. That's my home run spot, Justin Foscue. And then for the hits, total bases, and HRR, I'm liking Josh Jung down here. Josh Jung looks pretty well. He looks good. Hits, total bases, HRR, Josh Jung. And also, um, Brandon Nemo. Brandon Nemo down here. He looks great too. Jock Peterson as well. But like I said, I kind of stay away from the strikeouts here because these are pretty high for the strikeout probabilities. But it doesn't mean they can't still do it. But it also plays part in why I look at certain players as well, or why I don't look at certain players. So I'd have to go with Justin Foscue for the home run shot, Josh Jung for the hits, total bases, HRR, and also um, Elias Diaz here for a hit or total bases. So Elias Diaz, Josh Jung for your hits, total bases, HRRs, and I would take Justin Foscue for that home run spot for the Texas Rangers bets. And then going to Cleveland, um, the probabilities here for strikeouts are crazy. But Cleveland is really known for striking out a lot, so it makes sense. It makes sense. But Khalil Watson has been, doing his thing. I'm not gonna lie. Rich Hoskins does his thing. But starting off, from what I see so far, let's do the hits, total bases, and HRR. I'm going with Brian Rocchio. I'm going with him. And Chase DeLauder. I know Chase DeLauder just came back as well. So I would have to go with Brian Rocchio and Chase DeLauder for hits, total bases, HRR. And if I had to take a home run spot, I would go with I'd probably go with um probably go with Kyle Manzardo. That's probably who I'll go for the HR spot. Yeah, Kyle Manzardo. So Kyle Manzardo for the HR spot, for the home run spot, and then I would go Brian Rocchio and Chase DeLauder for your hit, total bases, or HRR. All right, Washington Nationals and Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. We got 73-degree weather, 8 mile per hour winds in from center field, and that makes it -5% home runs, especially being in Fenway Park. And Washington Nationals, we got Miles McCollus with a K9 of 5.1, ERA 5.24, FIP 5.38, WHIP 1.29. Boston Red Sox, we have them starting Rangers Suarez with a K9 of 9.1, ERA 2.83, FIP 2.75, WHIP 1.14. And if I had to, Luis Garcia has been hot. He's been crazy hot. Not gonna lie. Um, James Wood, if you see, I stay away from James Wood. James Wood's another one of those like Kyle Schwarber hitters. You know, either it's gonna be a home run, and he's smacking it hard, or he's gonna be having 3 to 4 strikeouts. So, I kind of stay away from James Wood. That's just my opinion. But I mean, the other numbers obviously look great, but I stay away from James Wood. Um, but as far as a hot bat right now and numbers looking fairly well against this matchup, for the HR spot, I would definitely have to go Luis Garcia Jr. For that home run spot, and then um, for total bases, hits, and HRRs, I'd go with Keibert Ruiz. Keibert Ruiz, and also let's see. Um, I'd say I'd probably have to say in this spot, CJ Abrams. CJ Abrams for a hit, total bases, HRR. Yeah. So HR spot would be Luis Garcia Jr. For the hit, total bases, HRR. We'll go with CJ Abram and Keibert Ruiz. That's what I like for that. Yeah. And then Dalen Lyle too. He could be sneaky for that hits HR total bases as well. So I'll have to add him in as well. Dalen Lyle. Don't sleep on Dalen Lyle. Dalen Lyle. But yeah, Luis Garcia for the HR spot. CJ Abrams for the hits, total bases, HRR. And Keibert Ruiz for the hits, total bases, HRR. All right, for Boston, um, Boston Red Sox batters, they are streaky too, man. They either can go off or they can disappoint you. But how it looks today, um, for the HR spot, I have to go with. I mean, I would say Willier. Yeah, I would say Willier Abreu right here. Yeah, I would say Willier for the HR spot. And then for the hit total bases HRR, I have to go with um, uh, I have to go with Masaka Yoshida. Masaka Yoshida for hits, total bases, HRR, and also Cedane Rafaela. Yeah, so Cedane Rafaela, Masaka, and then William Abreu for your home run spot. That's what I like from Boston. All right, and then Cincinnati Reds and Milwaukee Brewers at America Family Field. We got a 93 degree weather with 13 miles per hour out to center field, which is plus 27% HR. We got Nick Lodolo on the mound for the Reds, K9 7.3, ERA 5.59, FIP 5.44, WHIP 1.52. Milwaukee Brewers, Robert Gasser, K9 9.3, ERA 4.5, FIP 5.2 with a WHIP of 1.27. And looking at the batters, let's see. Looking at the Cincinnati batters, um, off tops for the HR spot that I can see, right? JJ Bleday. JJ Bleday right away. JJ Bleday right away for that HR spot. For the home run spot, JJ Bleday right away. Um, let's see. Spencer Steer, he's high up here in this HR spot, but I would actually take him for hits, total bases, HR. That's what I would do with him. So, um, he looks great, but JJ Bleday obviously has a better slugger OPS ISO, so I would take JJ Bleday for the home run spot. I'll take Spencer Steer for the hits, total bases, HRR, and then I'll also take um, let's see, and I'll also take Nathaniel Lowe. Yeah, Nathaniel Lowe for his total bases HRR. So those are my three there. JJ Bleday for the HR spot, home run spot. Spencer Steer for the hits, total bases or HRR. And then Nathaniel Lowe for the hits, total bases, HRR. And then for the Brewers, we got let's see. Um, these Brewers bats actually look great. Not gonna lie, they all look pretty good today. Um, uh, well, honestly, from just this data here, if I had to go for a home run spot, he's kind of a sleeper a little bit. I definitely say up here Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez. He looks pretty good in this spot. So yeah, I would say Gary Sanchez for the home run, And then for our total bases hits or HRR, I would go down here to Andrew Vaughn. Yeah, Andrew Vaughn. And you see his home run score just hasn't been that great lately. So, but he does look great. So I would take him, Andrew Vaughn, for hits, total bases, HRR, and then I will take Wilson Contreras for hits, total bases, HRR as well. So for the Brewers, my spots would be Gary Sanchez, home run spot, William Contreras, hits, total bases, HRR, Andrew Vaughn, hits, total bases, HRR. All right. And then we have San Diego Padres versus Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field. Um, we got a 9-degree weather, 12 mile per hour winds, out to center field at 25% plus 25% home run probabilities. Um, Padres starting Griffin Canning with a K9 of 9.1, ERA 7.38, FIP 5.49, WHIP 1.66. Chicago Cubs Shada Amananga K9 8.6, ERA 4.40, FIP 4.93, and WHIP 1.05. And right off the bat, my HR spot would have to go to Manny Machado. Right here, Manny Machado. Manny Machado definitely have to take the HR spot right away. And then we'll do again with this top spot. I just don't like the strikeout probability. But he also Ty France also does look well. So let me see. Um, yeah. Then my total bases hit HRR spot would go to Miguel Andujar down here. Miguel Andujar. And um, and I would say take the top Ty France. So yeah, so Manny Machado for the home run spot, Ty French for the hit total bases on the HRR spot, and Miguel Andujar for hits total bases in the HRR spot. So I'll take those three for those. And then for the Cubs, um, man, their strikeouts is crazy. Griffin might, yeah, Griffin might go crazy today. Not gonna lie. Um, man, Cubs bats don't look too good, y'all. Not gonna lie. Cubs bats do not look too good. Uh, I really don't even think I want to do a home run spot in this one. Cause they don't look too good, y'all. They don't. Cubs do not look good at all. I mean, if we had to choose somebody, I mean, if we had to choose somebody, I mean, PCA would be the go-to. For the home run, I'm guessing PCA. Uh, for his total bases, HR, I would, man, the Cubs do not look good. Uh, yeah, I don't know, y'all. Like, I really don't like, I really don't like this the way this looks for the Cubs, to be honest. So I mean, I would have to just say, I would really, I would really skip it. I would really just fade the Cubs because I really don't like the way it looks. But I mean, again, if we had to pick somebody, I mean, PCA for the HR spot. Um, Michael Bush for the hits and total bases, HRR right here, and Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman for hits, total bases, HRR. That's really, I mean, really all I can see within there. So yeah. All right, let's go to the next game. Minnesota Twins. Minnesota Twins versus Houston Astros at Daikin Park. We got 11 miles per hour. 11 mile per hour out to center field winds, 88 degrees, plus 22% HR. Um, Minnesota Twins starting pitcher would be Zebby Matthews, K9 7.1, ERA 4.56, FIP 5.01, WHIP 1.20. Houston Astros got Peter Lambert, K9 8.48, ERA 3.28, FIP 4.07, WHIP 1.17. And so with the Twins batters, uh, right off tops, I would say Brooks Lee for the home run spot. Yeah, Brooks Lee for the home run spot. And then my total bases hits HR would have to go to Ryan Creedler and Trevor Larnett. Twins bats are looking pretty good. They're actually pretty easy. Twins bats have actually been hot. So for the Twins, I would have to go, and of course Byron Buxton. I just don't like his strikeout probability up here, but he looks great as well. Byron Buxton's a chalk player, so. But I'm liking Brooks Lee for the home run spot. I'm liking Ryan Creedler. Yeah, Ryan Creedler for the hits, total bases, HRR, and Trevor Larnett. That's what I like for the Twins. And then Astros bats. I'd have to go with um. Let's see. I'd have to go with Jordan Alvarez for the home run spot. Christian Walker for the hits, total bases, HR, and and I'd have to say Jeremy Pena. Yeah, Jeremy Pena for the total bases, hits. HR. So Jordan, a home run spot. Christian Walker hits total bases HR, and Jeremy Pena hits total bases HR. All right. And we got Miami Marlins, the Colorado Rockies at Coors Field. 88 degrees, 12 miles per hour out to center field, which makes it a plus 18% home run probability in the park today. We got Miami Marlins starting Sandy Alcantara with a K9 of 6.6, ERA 4.01, FIP 4.02, with a whip of 1.24. Colorado Rockies starting pitcher Sean Sullivan with a K9 of 5.2, ERA 8.25, FIP 7.25, and a whip of 1.92. And so for the batters, I see let's see. Miami Marlins are a pretty hard team to like try to get a home run hit, but they do be hitting them though. So, but if I had to pick somebody, I like Esteury Ruiz for the home run spot. Yeah, for the home run spot, I like him. He looks like he's hitting the ball hard. Low strikeout probability compared. Let me see. Yeah, I have to go with Esteury Ruiz for the home run spot. And then Xavier Edwards is going to go for the hits, total bases, HR. He's really good for that. He's not always too much of a home run hitter, so I'd have to go with him for the hits, total bases, HR. And then another one that rarely strikes out that I'm going to have to go with is, let's see, Javier Sanoja. Actually, no. I'm going to go with Otto Lopez. Yeah, Otto Lopez. So we're going to do Esteury Ruiz for the home run spot. We're going to do Xavier Edwards for the hits, total bases, or HR. And Otto Lopez for the hits, total bases, HR. Yeah, that's what I like there. And then for the Colorado Rockies, off tops, I would have to go with I have to go with TJ Rumfield. TJ Rumfield for the home run spot. Yeah, TJ Rumfield for the home run spot. And then I like Troy Johnston down here for the hits, total bases, and HR. And then I like Jake McCarthy for the hits, total bases, HR. And I got TJ Rumfield for the home run spot. And Mickey Moniak and Hunter Goodman, they look good. I'm just staying away from them due to the strikeouts right here. So, I mean, that's just me, though. Like, they do look good. Mickey Moniak, he's returning recently, so they look good, but, yeah, I just like this spot better. The ISO is higher and everything. I like this spot better. So, again, TJ Rumfield for the home run spot. Troy Johnston for the hits, total bases, HR spot. And Jake McCarthy for the hits, total bases, HR spot. That's all I like there. next game, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus Seattle Mariners at T-Mobile Park. 66 degrees with 5 miles per hour out to center field makes it a neutral spot for home runs today. We got Los Angeles Angels starting Ryan Johnson, K9 7.0, ERA 8.84, FIP 6.38, WHIP 1.71. Seattle Mariners George Kirby, K9 7.9, ERA 3.94, FIP 3.42, and a WHIP 1.34. And for the batters, let's see. I like George Kirby. Have a few people he could strike out today. But if I had to choose, this dude has been hot lately. I think I like him today. I'm gonna have to go with Donovan Walton for the HR spot. I think I like this guy today. Yeah, so we'll do Donovan Walton for the HR spot, and then total bases hits HR would have to go with Nolan Chanel or Shanuel or however you say his name, Nolan Shanuel, and I'd have to say. And I'd probably have to say Denzer Guzman. Yeah. Denzer Guzman for his total bases HR. Nolan Chanel for the his total bases HR. And Donovan Walton for the home run spot for the Los Angeles. And then for Seattle Mariners, we have let's see. Well, my two for the hits total base I can see right now. My two for the hits total bases and HR, I have to say Cole Young, Josh Naylor, and then today he's looking great. Not gonna lie, I like Dominic Canzone for the home run spot. Yeah, Dominic Canzone for the home run spot. So Dominic Canzone for the home run spot, Josh Naylor and Cole Young for the hits total bases HR. All right. Los Angeles Dodgers and Athletics. We got a 90-degree weather, 4 mile per hour crosswinds with plus 11% HR. We got Eric Lauer on the Dodgers starting pitcher for K9 at 5.8, ERA 4.87, FIP 6.25, WHIP 1.24. Athletics, we got Gauge Jump, K9 8.9, ERA 2.04, FIP 2.21, and WHIP 0.96. So who I like for the Dodgers? Let's see. I mean, you got Shohei Ohtani. I just don't like the strikeout range right here. Gauge Jump is a great pitcher. I don't like the strikeouts right here. Mookie Betts, he looks alright. But if I had to pick for home run spot, I like Andy Pages. Yeah. I like Andy Pages for the home run spot. I like Freddie Freeman for the hits, total bases, HRR, and 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 Miguel Rojas for hit, total bases, or HRR. So Andy Paez for the home run, Freddie Freeman for the hit, total bases, HRR, and Miguel Rojas for the hits, total bases, HRR. That's what I like for Los Angeles. And athletics, we got I'll take Shea Langoliers for the home run spot, and I'll take Jonah Heim for the hits, total bases, HRR, and then I'll also take Carlos Cortez for the hits, total bases, HR for the Athletics. That was pretty easy read. I like these guys. So Shea Langolier for the home run spot, Jonah Heim for the hits, total bases, or HRR, and Carlos Cortez hits, total bases, HRR. And last game here, we got San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. We have 99-degree weather, 13 miles per hour to center field, which makes 23% home run percentage. San Francisco, we got Tyler Mel at K9 8.8, ERA 5.49, FIP 4.76, WHIP 1.46. Arizona Diamondbacks, Eduardo Rodriguez, K9 6.6, ERA 2.27, FIP 4.13, and WHIP 1.21. And for the San Francisco Giants, from what I see already, I'm going to have to put Casey Schmidt in that home run spot today. Casey Schmidt in the home run spot. For total bases, hits, HRR, I'm going to take Jung Hoo Lee. And also Luis Arias. Yeah. So Casey Schmidt, HR home run spot. Jung Hoo Lee for your hits, total bases, HRR. And Luis Arias for your hits, total bases, HRR. And that's what I like right there. And then for the Arizona Diamondbacks, we got Ketel Marte. Dude looks amazing for sure. So I'm going to do Ketel Marte for the home run spot. And then for the hits, total bases, HRR, I'm going to do Idamaro Vargas. So I'll do Vargas for the hits, total bases, HRR. And I'll also do Gabriel Moreno for the hits, total bases, HRR. So home run spot, Ketel Marte, Gabriel Moreno, and Idamaro Vargas for the hits, total bases, HRR. And that's the final game, y'all. So those are just my outlooks of the game, and from what I see on this data on the H2 Sports dashboard. So we have a lot of games today. We got a lot of action today. There's a lot of possibilities for a lot of things to happen. So as I went over, I just went through naming 3 spots that I like. 1 spot for the home run, 2 spots for the hits, total bases, HRR, because again, it's not all about chasing home runs, but also getting that good value with a player to get a hit, total bases, or even 1 or 2 or plus hits, runs, RBIs, because over time I've learned that that HRR can actually save you a lot, in that value. Your player might not get a hit, but he may get runs and RBIs. He may not get an RBI, but may get a run and a hit, so it can work out in those ways. So always bet responsibly, you know what I'm saying? And if you see anything, as you guys are looking at this video, if you see any numbers or anything that you like, you ain't just have to go with the ones that I went with, but you can put together your own. Um, and let me know what you do. Let me know how it works for you. And we'll be back tomorrow. Good luck. And thank you for coming through.